You type, summarize this customer complaint, and draft a refund response, and seconds later, the model produces calm language that sounds deliberate. It feels as if the system read the message, understood the customer, weighed the policy, and chose an answer. But that is not what happened. The model did not search a hidden database for a finished response, and it did not execute a normal program with fixed rules. It transformed your prompt into numbers, moved them through layers of learned relationships, and repeatedly predicted what token should come next. The output can look like reasoning because the machinery absorbed patterns of reasoning. That distinction explains both the magic and the mistakes. Follow one request through the machine. A support engineer pastes, "My order arrived damaged. I need a refund before Friday." The model may also receive a system instruction, company policy, earlier messages, tool results, and formatting rules. Together, they form one temporary context. The model does not begin by labeling the customer angry, a deadline urgent, and the refund eligible. First, it breaks the text into smaller units called tokens. Some are whole words, others are fragments, punctuation marks, or pieces of unusual names. Before the model can respond to meaning, it must convert language into a sequence it can calculate. Tokenization is the first quiet distortion. Humans see sentences. The model sees token IDs arranged in order. A refund may be one token, while a rare product code may become several. This matters because models process and generate tokens, not ideas directly. It also explains why context limits are measured in tokens and why small wording changes can alter a response. Our support request is now a numbered sequence, but token 4172 does not inherently mean damage. The next step maps each token into a learned numerical representation where related language patterns occupy related directions. Raw symbols are about to gain usable relationships. Each token becomes an embedding, a long vector of numbers learned during training. An embedding is not a dictionary definition. It is closer to a coordinate in a huge landscape shaped by how language is used. Tokens associated with refunds, returns, payments, and complaints develop related directions, while position information tells the model where each token appears. That signal matters because customer damaged order is not the same as order damaged customer. The model has not understood the complaint as a person would. It has created a structured numerical scene. The breakthrough comes next. Every token can examine other tokens in the context and decide which relationships matter for its new representation. Attention lets the model connect relevant parts of the prompt. In our complaint, refund may attend strongly to damaged, while before Friday influences urgency and tone. Different attention heads can capture different relationships, grammar, reference, sequence, formatting, or broader meaning. The model computes queries, keys, and values for each token, then uses similarity scores to mix information across the context. This does not mean one head contains a clean refund policy detector. Knowledge is distributed across many weights and interactions. A useful mental model is that attention builds a dynamic map of what should influence what, but one pass is not enough, so the model repeats this transformation through many layers. A modern language model is a deep stack of transformer blocks. Each block combines attention with feed-forward networks, residual connections, and normalization. Attention moves information between tokens. Feed-forward layers transform each token's features. Residual paths preserve useful signals as representations become richer. Early layers may capture local syntax and surface patterns. Later layers can represent broader relationships, task structure, style, and candidate continuations. Our support request gradually becomes less like separate words and more like a compressed state containing the complaint, deadline, policy context, and requested output. There is no single layer where understanding suddenly appears. Competence emerges from the full sequence of transformations. Then the stack reaches its operational goal: assign probabilities to the next possible token. The model does not generate the whole response at once. It predicts probabilities for possible next tokens. After the complaint, I might be likely, followed by sorry, then order. Once one token is selected, it is appended to the context and prediction runs again. Generation is a loop: predict, append. A fluent paragraph is built one decision at a time, with every token changing what can follow. Calling this next token prediction sounds trivial, but the task is enormous. To continue explanations, stories, code, or support conversations, the model must capture many patterns that produce those texts. Training pushes it to represent concepts, steps, causes, constraints, and styles because those representations improve prediction. When the support model explains that damaged goods qualify under a return rule, its output may resemble reasoning. Sometimes that internal computation supports a useful conclusion, but the model was optimized to produce probable continuations, not guaranteed truth. Reasoning like behavior can emerge from prediction, while correctness remains a separate property that the surrounding system must test. During pre training, the model processes vast amounts of text and repeatedly predicts missing or next tokens. Each wrong prediction creates an error signal. An optimization algorithm adjusts billions of weights so future predictions improve. Repeated across enormous datasets, those updates compress statistical regularities of language into the network. Later training can make the model follow instructions, prefer helpful responses, or avoid unsafe behavior. The finished model does not carry its training documents as a searchable library. It carries parameters shaped by them. That is why it can synthesize patterns across domains, but cannot reliably identify the source behind a sentence unless retrieval tools are added. At response time, the model's workspace is the context window. The tokens supplied in the current interaction, the support engineer's policy, customer message, previous replies, and tool outputs all compete for attention inside it. Information outside the window is not automatically available. Even information inside can be underused when it is buried, contradictory, poorly ordered, or surrounded by noise. Longer prompts are not always better. Context is not a warehouse. It is working memory with limited space and imperfect retrieval. Prompt engineering therefore becomes less about clever phrasing and more about constructing the right temporary environment. Authoritative facts, clear instructions, relevant examples, and explicit boundaries. Now, the central failure makes sense. Suppose the refund policy was never included, yet the model confidently says the customer qualifies. The response may be linguistically perfect because the model has seen many similar service patterns, but probability is not evidence. The network can invent a plausible rule, merge related facts, misread a reference, or continue an assumption that entered earlier. Sampling also matters. Temperature and decoding settings influence which likely path is chosen, so similar prompts can produce different answers. The model is not lying in the human sense. It is completing a pattern without a built-in truth meter. Reliable systems therefore separate generation from verification and provide tools, records, schemas, and checks for our support workflow. The safer design is not a magical prompt. It is a pipeline. Retrieve the current refund policy, pass only relevant clauses into context, ask the model for a structured decision with evidence fields, validate it against business rules, require human approval above a refund threshold, log the prompt, documents, tool calls, and final action. The model handles interpretation and drafting, while deterministic components handle permissions, calculations, and irreversible changes. This division uses the model's strength, flexible processing of messy language. It also contains its weakness, uncertain outputs that sound certain. The surrounding architecture must refuse to confuse fluency with authority. An LLM is a learned prediction engine operating over temporary context, not a database, person, or traditional program. Tokens become embeddings, attention connects them, transformer layers refine them, and decoding turns probabilities into a response. That mechanism enables astonishing synthesis, but not guaranteed truth. Let models generate possibilities. Make system supply memory, evidence, rules, tools, and verification. Understand the machine inside the prompt box, and you can design everything around it.